With Ike and Spike and Fritz. Ike, how you feeling, brother?
I'm feeling pretty good, Brother Spike. Happy Hertz Day. Last night, not the ideal ending to the game, but what a start to the game.
Oh,
Jackie Baseball, hope you can explain this at some point today. Holla at your boy.
Stephen Kwan just hit a home run. I think we need to start chants at CBP. Kwan and Clase. Kwan and Clase. Come on, man.
We'll love that.
Bring him home, Dave. Land the plane.
Now, is the Yankee series here or is it there?
It's in there.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, do we have enough fans here during a
Get
Yankee
the fans
series?
of Philly guys.
But they are.
Yeah.
They're going there.
I know. Well, 7 bus loads, you said?
Hold on, we're not going?
It was 5. No, we're not going.
You don't want to go back
Unless
to you don't want to walk in your hallowed grounds with your little Jeter hat on and tip cap? You freaking
Your little
fraud.
respect hat.
All right. At least it's not Met stuff. Yankee stuff is safe.
Who knows?
No, hey. A little bit of respect.
A little bit.
A little bit. Eagles practice training camp continues today. Elliott Shore Parks will join us at 4 o'clock with an update on the stats. And an all-time NFL player took a direct shot at Elliott Shore Parks, and we have to ask Elliott about that at 4. Just a guy I did not expect to take a shot at Elliott. I didn't know he'd wade in these waters, but that is big. We will talk to Elliott about that at 4. So it is Eagles training camp, second day of practice, and ever since the Eagles won the Super Bowl last year, what everybody has been talking about is like, oh, this is going to be 2, it's going to be 3. It's going to be 4, starting with this year. Everybody talking about repeating. I know the Eagles are not talking about repeating. They're not even looking at it this way, but the fans are. So I ask you, Ike, do you expect the Eagles to get to the Super Bowl this year, or do you hope they do? Because I think those are two different things.
Well, they are. They are two different things.
You can have both of them, but you could also just have one or the other. So
hope sort of says you don't really believe.
Yes.
That they're going to get there.
Right.
You're hoping that they get there.
You hope, yes.
So I want to make sure I separate myself from that as far as I can.
So I know which way you're going.
Yeah. I mean, expecting to get to the Super Bowl is exactly where you should be as an Eagles fan. No ifs, no ands, no buts. It's as simple as that. This is where we are now as a sports community. The idea of why can't it be us? Or when will it ever happen for us? Like, that's over with.
Well, the woe is me stuff is over.
Yeah, like that's over
sure.
with. This is more of a championship DNA type of sports community. That's what we expect. That's what our team should expect. And that's the expectation we should place on our teams. Forget about anything else. No. That should be the expectation. We have one of the best rosters in football. We have arguably the most stacked offense in football, and that includes the quarterback position. Yes, that includes the quarterback position. When you put all of our spots together, I don't know if there's a collection of talent in the NFL that can rival what the Eagles have on the offensive side of the ball. And then we have a defensive maestro. That's the coordinator that took the last place defense in the league 2 years ago and took a bunch of young guys and some wily vets, brought them together, and they became the number 1 defense in the league last year, and which led to a Super Bowl championship. And then, quite frankly, I think you got one of the most dangerous weapons in all of football in Saquon Barkley. Like, that's what you have. So when you have that at your disposal, you hope for good health. That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
That's
Obviously.
what I'm hoping for.
Yes.
Expecting to be playing in the final game of the season for a second consecutive world title, that's where your mindset should be. That's where the Eagles players' mindset should be, and it shouldn't be settling for anything less. That's where we are as a fan base.
215-592-9494. It is a Tell the Truth Thursday because this is one of those days where I feel like we could get a lot of chest thumping like we just did with Mr. Reese over there. A lot of chest thumping.
I just gave you facts. I just gave you what it is.
There. A Tell the Truth Thursday. Do you expect the Eagles to be in the Super Bowl? And I'm not going to say win because, who knows once you get there. Mm-hmm. But do you expect the Eagles to be in the Super Bowl or do you hope that they'll be in the Super Bowl? I think it's hope. And I do hope they're in the Super Bowl, but I think even the organization has treated this offseason like a hope we're going to be in the Super Bowl. I think the first thing that you have to talk about is just how difficult it is to repeat or even to get to the Super Bowl again. Most times, we keep talking about the Chiefs and we talk about the Patriots, but most teams are not the Patriots and most teams are not the Chiefs. Even the really, really good teams. We've mentioned the Seattle Legion of Boom Seahawks, in relation to this team. That was a really, really good team for a stretch there. They won one Super Bowl. Like they won one Super Bowl. The Ravens won one Super Bowl. The Rams, that was a great team, won one Super Bowl. So the odds that they're going to do it again, just when you're looking historically, very small. And then when I look at how they have treated this offseason, with the talent that they have let go and with the commitment to this year, which I don't disagree with, to developing young players. And you don't usually go into a season where you're expecting to be in the Super Bowl. You're saying, well, I'm going to develop a cornerback and I'm going to develop a safety and I'm going to develop a linebacker. I'm going to develop an edge. I'm going to develop another edge who was playing safety 3 years ago for Colgate or wherever the hell Jalix Hunt was playing. So I think that the team has almost shown you that they'll be in the mix and they'll be a really good team. But this, I don't think this is an expect they're in the Super Bowl year. I think this is a hope they're in the Super Bowl year. And that's why I'm saying it's a Tell the Truth Thursday.
Yeah, we're telling the truth.
Well,
I don't know why we wouldn't expect it.
I just explained it because it's hard.
That didn't convince me.
All right, okay.
Well, everything is hard.
Well, that's a good point. Jack,
I took a needle in the ass.
Well, even that. Jack, do you expect or hope they'll be in the Super Bowl?
Hold on, I gotta go cut some audio real quick.
Okay, all right.
Awesome.
Okay, all right. I'll let you do that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but obviously it's ridiculous to expect them to go back to the Super Bowl. It would be great. I think we'd all take it, but I just think that we got to take it down a notch. I think this is a big take it down a notch Thursday. We're getting ahead of ourselves. Just let the season play out and hope that they're in the Super Bowl. Don't put that kind of expectation on this football team.
Wow.
No, yeah, let's lower the expectation.
Yeah, that sounded like a weak version.
That sounded like a Phillies fan.
Yeah,
it is.
Well, it did sound like a Phillies fan.
Right? Let's lower the expectation. Don't expect them to do anything.
No, yeah, happy to be here, Fritz.
And we'll see what happens in tennis.
Yes, we'll get to that. We do have a next question today. We have 4 tickets again to the Philadelphia Eagles training camp public practice, which is Sunday, August 10th, 6 o'clock at Lincoln Financial Field. The event benefits the Eagles Autism Foundation. So when you call up with your sports point, we will ask you next question. Today, Hulk Hogan passed away at 71 years old. Hulk Hogan, one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. I would say for me, the greatest wrestler of my lifetime. Certainly not technically the greatest wrestler, but
definitely not technically.
Not technically, but in terms of what he brought and star power and all that sorts of thing, and the 2 runs he had as normal Hulk and then NWO Hulk. So for next question today, we will simply ask you, what was your favorite wrestler? Could be a current wrestler, could be a past wrestler. Now, Jack, I always go to you first, but you hate wrestling.
Well, what you just said was so nauseating. Like,
what?
Remember a second run with Endo? Like, what are you, 4? Like,
no, it was amazing.
Pro wrestling is like the lamest. I still can't believe people care so much
well,
about
then
it.
I'm not letting you give next.
Stone Cold.
No, you cut off.
When I was 8.
No, don't ruin it.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I didn't want you to ruin it.
I don't care.
Well, you ruined it.
Like, oh my god. Oh, we turn heel?
No. It is part of your childhood.
Yeah,
Hulk Hogan was part of my childhood.
Yes. Not these adults.
Well, I'm not talking about adults.
I know, but you sounded pretty locked in.
Well,
NWO, remember his second run there?
Well, the NWO was still young. I think it was in college when he was in
they're not a rap group?
No, that's NWA. Ike, favorite wrestler? Yeah.
Well, Hulk was one of my favorite wrestlers, but since you took him already.
Yeah. Well, I didn't take him. I mean, he's the point
he's the reason
of
the question. Yeah. That's right.
You could take
the
him.
breaking news sounder.
Yeah. Yes.
Man, which one do I want to choose? I got so many of them.
Yes, there's a lot.
You know who I'm going to go with? I'm going to go with Dusty Rhodes, man.
Oh, Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream.
Man, the American Dream.
Yeah, he was NW. Now he was in the.
He was in AWA
and then NWA.
And NWA, yes.
Not the rap group, the National Wrestling Alliance. Yes, and then I think he ended up in WWE.
He wound up going over there. Yes.
Dusty Rhodes was a great one.
Yes, I was more of a NWA, WCW.
Well, yeah, you had to.
Yeah, I was more of that.
When you got really into wrestling when you were like 12 or something, you were really into wrestling if you watched the NWA and the WCW.
Cage matches,
little blood.
Yeah.
My favorite guy, and I've told a story about him assaulting my father once, but Roddy Piper is
Roddy Piper.
Now, he was a good wrestler, but on the mic, there was nothing better than Piper's Pit. There was nothing better than Roddy Piper. So Roddy Piper was my favorite of all time. Yeah. All right, 215-592-9494.
Why would you ever go on
Piper's Pit?
Man?
Yeah, you know what's going to happen. Yep, you know what's going to happen. Dude been wearing a skirt cool, you know?
He was the first one I've seen going on. Yeah.
All right, 215-592-9494. It is Tell the Truth Thursday. Do you expect the Eagles to be in the Super Bowl, or do you hope? And we want you to be honest. And next question today for 4 tickets to the Eagles public practice. What is your favorite wrestler of all time in honor of Hulk Hogan today, who passed away?